I'm actually sharing all this because I think there might be a purpose in sharing my messed up life experiences. Maybe by me sharing how I'm going to get to a better place with myself and my family and with God, it will create a purpose for my pain if I can help others not feel alone in theirs. I'm going to be completely vulnerable right now because I think it's important. Some of you know this, but I'm not okay. And I haven't been for a while. Our family has been going through some really rough situations. Life is so hard. I never expected it to be easy, but it continues to surprise me how incredibly difficult it can be. And I know I'm not the only one at all. Does anyone else feel so completely overwhelmed with life right now? Angry, bitter at life? Sad and broken or brokenhearted because of how hard life has been? My relationship with God has changed and I want it back. I feel spiritually empty and I don't want to be. I feel cynical and I don't want to be. Deep down, I don't feel happy. I am in full-blown victim mode. I know it, I see it, I hear it when I repeat the list of things that's happened to me and my family. I'm a victim of circumstances beyond my control, other people's choices, and my own choices. And I don't want to stay in victim mode, in victim mentality anymore. I'm starting a journey to find and choose happiness and faith again. And I want to share it in case anyone else feels down and done with life too. And in order to not sound trite or like I'm whining, I'll list a few of the things that I've been talking about. Things that I've experienced with my family, my parents, my former spouse, or what I'm currently going through now with my children and my husband or myself. Depression, ranging from deep, constant sadness to not wanting to live. Crippling anxiety, bipolar disorder, emotional abuse, sexual abuses, neglect, teenage pregnancy, sexual orientation struggles, suicide attempts, self-harm, panic attacks, an eating disorder, poverty, living with lice, fleas, and roaches, severe hoarding disorder, a controlling relationship, severe anger outbursts, having to hide friends or not being allowed to go out with friends, or not being allowed to have a church calling, physical intimidation and threatening, a horrible divorce that took 2 years, a journal stolen and read out loud in a courtroom, crazy false accusations, lost friends, a pornography addiction or compulsion, a situation where I had to call CPS, a violent child, illegal drug use, stealing, police involved, family ostracism, years of devastating lies, underage alcohol use, betrayals, heartache of love lost, siblings physically fighting, children leaving the faith they grew up in, post-traumatic stress disorder due to military exposures, post-traumatic stress disorder, symptoms due to life experiences. This has been my life, or parts of my life. These are the things that I've been dealing with, and it has broken me. Each one of those things has dozens of examples of painful and personal experiences in my life, and I actually left out several things that don't need to be discussed. This is the stuff people don't talk about, and there's a reason why. I understand. But deep down, I just don't trust people the same. I feel like everyone lies or everyone has the potential to hurt me. And I don't want to carry this around anymore. I don't want to carry that list around. And now I'm in a weird, unsettled, frustrated place with my relationship with God. I've never been here before. Faith has always been easy for me. Positivity has always been a true part of my personality, and it's been replaced with pain and cynicism. Okay, so why say all this? I'm going through all these things, looking around like, am I the only one? I know I'm not. How is everyone getting through these type of things? But rarely do people talk about embarrassing, painful, traumatic details. We tend to celebrate loudly and suffer quietly. This causes a disequilibrium in our society and in our minds. Even when we're aware that everyone has problems, I know everyone does. I know I'm not the only one. But also, let me say, I'm a mom of 4 amazingly sincere, beautiful children. They're 19, 17, 15, and 18 months old. I'm a goal setter. I have a college degree. I'm a videographer with a small business that keeps me busy. At church, I've been a women's teacher, a primary leader, more recently being the president of a young women's program of our entire church stake or district. That's how functioning and faith-filled I've been. I live in a beautiful home. I have several amazing friends. I'm married to a loving man who works hard for our family, and we have this toddler now. And while everything else seems dark, he is the absolute light in our world. I can honestly say I've been grateful for him every single day. I talk to my children about life and choices. I've told them every day they are loved. I hug and kiss them every day. I have read parenting books for years, established rules with love, and prayed for protection, guidance, and strength. I've worked really hard at parenting, and while those things are all real and beautiful, it doesn't mean that the bad things haven't been real or aren't happening and aren't as painful. The bad is just as real and just as important to talk about, if not more, because we can learn from each other. I want to get through this. I have so many tools I've learned over the years from 3 sources specifically. Years of counseling. I think everyone could benefit from counseling. Healthy way to talk through life with an outside, healthy professional perspective. Number 2, a life-changing seminar I went to a couple years ago called the Landmark Forum. And ultimately, I know my faith in God can help me through all things. Christ can help me through all things if I let him. And right now, I know I'm not. I've collapsed and given into sadness so much that it feels so far away to have that kind of faith again, that kind of hope again. I feel beaten up by life. I've lost my spark, my excitement, my joy, my hope, any passion for life or even living some days. A serious disclaimer, I am not suicidal. I take that very seriously, since suicide attempts was something I experienced with a family member growing up. But again, with the painful vulnerability to get to the details of what my pain specifically looks like, I think it's important to talk about specifics. I do wake up most mornings and think, I just don't want to live my life right now. Another disclaimer, our family is getting professional help on a regular basis. I am so of the mind that you take care of things, you talk about them, you address them, you shine light on the elephant in the room always. You don't sweep anything under the rug. You work out your problems. Otherwise, they will someday, some way, come out sideways. So I've been dealing with many issues for years, the best way we can, getting professional help and more. But my heart is broken, and it's been broken over and over, and I feel like I just want to be alone. So nothing or no one can hurt me again. My heart hurts, and sometimes it feels nothing. And again, I know I'm not the only one. I feel sick to my stomach saying all of this. But I think there's real purpose in being real, really real, sharing our true lives and our true selves and the true reality of the human experience. It's not all happy pictures, right? I'm actually sharing all this because I think there might be a purpose in sharing my messed up life experiences. Maybe by me sharing how I'm going to get to a better place with myself and my family and with God, it will create a purpose for my pain if I can help others not feel alone in theirs. I'm going to share my new journey to better mental health, overcoming childhood and trauma from an unhealthy marriage, some of my heartbreaking parental experiences, and my own personal changing faith journey. I'll share the good too. It's not always necessary or healthy to overshare. I really know that. I'm not saying that we should all hang our dirty laundry and throw anyone that's hurt us in our lives under the bus publicly either. That's not my goal here. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just being real as I can be about life being crazy, painful, to elude that life isn't this false image of the human experience, of my experience. But can people have really healthy, productive, not just complaining or lamenting, but productive, healthy public conversations? I think we can. And I think it's good to be vulnerable and have conversations about depression, anxiety, mental health. But what about pornography addiction, spousal abuse, child abuse, self-harm? Conversations about the stuff no one really wants to talk about in order to help each other. I know I'm not the only one going through this. I keep saying that. But I know I'm not the only one who's had severe heartbreaking difficulties in their childhood, marriages, and while raising children and teenagers. And for a really long time, I've been thinking about doing a video like this. Not for attention. In fact, if everyone thought I was doing it for attention, it's one of the main reasons why I didn't want to do it at all, and it's kept me from doing it for a while. I'm doing this video for 2 reasons. One, I don't want to be this unhappy and angry and cynical anymore, so I'm going to do something about it. And 2, while I share that journey, there might be people out there that can be helped by me sharing my experiences. I've already started part of this journey, part of things that's getting me better, and that's why I'm even able to say all of this now. I've already been doing some things that's been helping. I've been going to therapy, and our family's getting counseling, and many times in our life, our family has done that, and getting professional help now. Okay, so this is really awkward. So what if you see me in person, or what if I post like a happy picture tomorrow of my family? As we know, or as I've definitely learned, people can be genuinely happy to see you in person, to smile at you and talk with you, and still feel sad at the same time. Depression doesn't mean you're sad or not functioning 24/7, 365. So I will still post happy pictures, and they won't be fake. They will be real, happy moments as they have always been. And believe it or not, our family actually has good relationships, even now, despite the years of sad occurrences, bad decisions, and some hurtful factors out of our control. The happy moments are real. The sadness is real. Life is complex, life is hard, life is also good. And I'm determined to find my hope and my faith and my spark for life again. So this is my message to anyone else who's in secret pain and wants to get better too. With so much love, Rhe. Bye guys.